Anyway, welcome to a new We Will podcast. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay. I have my special guest, co-host, all that. Before we get into the episode, remember go like, comment, and subscribe to your notification bell, notified for other podcasts. You can find us on Anime Game Shore everywhere from TikTok, podcasting platforms, Instagram, all that great stuff. Remember, go follow my co-host at Isaac.lens. That's his photography page. Go follow my other co-host at RGap2. I think you just dropped a new episode, right, Raysean?
I'm about to drop one this Sunday. Okay.
And we have a very, very special guest. We did a podcast with him and his co-host, a week ago?
Yeah, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I've been bad with time myself.
Jake, introduce yourself, introduce your pod, all that, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's awesome to have me on here. This is exciting. My name is Jake Demansky. I do a podcast called One Pod, a One Piece podcast, and I do that with my co-host Connor Tyler. He couldn't make it today because he's got work. But we just normally what we do is we break down the manga One Piece chapter by chapter. So each episode is a chapter, and it's going to give us a lot of content just to go on. We're going to be doing this for years. I don't even know. But and then sometimes we have people on just to talk anime, which is like what we did. So yeah.
So you guys please go check that out. It's on you guys are on like all podcasting platforms, right?
Yeah. It's like we do the whole Anchor deal. So it's like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and we're on YouTube as well. Stuff like that.
I ain't gonna cap. Anchor do be sounding kind of fishy sometimes though when they be like free everything. I'm just like,
it's a little too good to be true. I mean, they give you like a sponsorship right off the bat, so you do make money like right away, and it's cool. But
yeah. So today we are doing the tier listing of tier listing. We are ranking Shonen, man. We're gonna have all types of different Shonen on there, and we're gonna have a tier listing. So I'm gonna share my screen with the guys, and then we're gonna get to it. Let's hope.
Sounds good.
Let's hope no porn apps, open up.
This was S through D, right?
Yeah, S through B. Hold on.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, no, we're doing S through D. Yeah, S through D.
So there's no F here? All right.
Share screen. No, yeah, S through D. I'm tripping. Okay. So we have our tier lister. Is from
there's SS. Oh my gosh.
S, A, B, C, and trash. I mean, it might be too many, but I just want to make sure that we separate it but maybe something like Naruto Shippuden, stuff like that. Jig, as the guest here, you can choose the first one.
Ooh, okay. There's someone here I have not seen, and I think I told you guys that like before the record, but yeah, there's some I haven't seen, but I have impressions of. So you guys are gonna lead the way on those for sure. But I don't know. Let's start with I already know you have an opinion about this. Let's do Dragon Ball.
Which one?
Is it
different variations? That's something.
Is that Dragon Ball on the bottom there? Like, or is
like the OG?
Yeah, do the OG. Yeah, the original.
And get an explanation.
Yeah, so like you want me to explain what I think about Dragon Ball. So I grew up in that era where Dragon Ball was Dragon Ball Z was on Toonami and stuff, but so was Dragon Ball. And I just am rereading now the manga, which everything inside Super is all called Dragon Ball, except GT doesn't count either. So everything like that happened in Z is also called Dragon Ball in the manga, but Dragon Ball the anime is known as Goku as a little kid. That's just such a an easy feel good relaxation anime where you're just watching little Goku go on adventures and try and find these Dragon Balls and get in shenanigans and stuff on the way. And so I just read through that part again in the manga, and to be honest, I loved it. I thought it was And I know Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z gets a lot of hate, but I love it, man. I have to throw it. Oh, it says my internet's unstable. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah, I would say that's an S for me. That's an S. I know that might seem like some bullshit, like to some people, but I love it. I love OG Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I appreciate your Reiki.
Cool.
Of course you do. You're a stan. You're a stan. You're a stan. It's okay though. It's okay.
I'm going straight SS, so I think that keeps us in the S category. So
yo, I'm gonna go B. I watched it. I was okay. I mean, like I said, I didn't grow up on it, and I didn't see it when I was younger, so my impression of it was gonna be a little different than all you.
That's fair. I have like some serious nostalgia to it. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. So
even for Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, I got.
I'm talking about anime Gensho.
Oh.
What do you mean?
You ranking Dragon Ball just the first incarnation of it?
Yeah, I said
B.
I said B. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure.
That's not bad necessarily. Like I get it.
Yeah.
Personally, I did not grow up in that age of Dragon Ball. Grew up in the other age, Dragon Ball Z.
This is like lower than age. Lower than age.
I think OG Dragon Ball came out 89 or 90, something like that.
Yeah, but I still watch. I actually did still watch a good big bit of OG Dragon Ball, and OG Dragon Ball is very heartfelt, and it's a little childish, but it's more comedic than like what it is kind of now.
Does it remind you of like maybe early Pokemon type of thing too? Like I could you see that like something you watch 7 in the morning, like go to school type of thing?
Actually, yeah, it kind of is like an early Pokemon kind of thing. Yeah, in its own separate way, of course.
It is. Yeah, Z just becomes about like the fighting. It feels like where Dragon Ball just felt like it was just cool adventures, and fighting was a part of that. But Z was like, let's like just make everyone buff as hell and charge up all the time.
I wanted to ask
stuff like that.
When we rank, we can do whatever we think is the best variation. Either that's the anime or the manga for you guys and the people like that are watching, just so we can have clarity. Whatever you think is the best piece of work, like you can go off of.
The manga of Dragon Ball is like, that pacing is really good, and the art style is really cool. I like Akira Toriyama a lot. So I think the manga is amazing. That anime can be a little rough to get through. I rewatched that recently too, and like there's some really slow moments in Dragon Ball, but yeah, that's how I feel. The manga is good.
You said S, right? Like
yep.
Rashawn said SS. Rashid, what'd you say?
I say S or an A.
Nice. Fuck yeah. I was expecting that. Like I don't know, just because I know
it's probably gonna get S. That's S. That probably.
That drops it to S, don't it?
Yeah, that's an S.
Okay.
As you know, to be fair.
Well, I'm glad. I was about to go in there and be like, "Oh, we got a debate if that dropped lower than A."
Rashawn, you can choose the next one. You can just go in order.
Well, let's go do Boruto.
Right. Like as of right now, I would go Boruto probably B. But it could have potential to move up just because of what's happening lately. I mean, I think the first, the start of it was pretty bad. It's hard to have a spinoff that's gonna like at least captivate the fans the way that the first series did, as obvious as like for any type of second sequel, anything. But I do think it's starting to pick up and form its own storyline. But we have to see that develop. So right now, I would say it'd be.
I agree because like honestly, in the beginning, when I was watching Boruto just to watch it, just so I wouldn't be behind or anything new about Naruto or anything like that, or in that universe. I did halfway get uninterested because certain events were just either boring or just took a while to get through, or just was kind of had some weird kind of understanding behind it. But now, from what I'm seeing, I'm actually starting to get more interested, and I actually want to pick it back up to catch up to see what's going on, what everyone's talking about. So, like, I agree with the potential. So I will also put it like a B, just a B. Yeah, a B.
Now, if we were to go like 2 years ago, I would have said like trash. Not gonna lie to you. Probably would have said trash. Right now, B, the potential is there. You just gotta see how it comes out, man. What about you, Raysean?
If I had to choose, if I was doing this based on the manga, I would actually put it at SS. But if we're doing this based on what it is, right, for right now, I'll put it in A. But see, I think one thing like Teen Titans, like Cartoon Network did, is like when they made a new abbreviation of Teen Titans, they changed the whole outlook of it. And I think Boruto should have did that. So like all the old fans wouldn't be like gravitating towards it. You know what I mean?
Next generation. It's like it doesn't even really have his own title.
That is actually like a really good idea about the whole Teen Titans thing. Like that, yeah, just kind of like changing the tone and angle of like the series.
Mm-hmm.
What did you give it?
I give it an A.
Give it an A? Okay. I don't even like I read like a few chapters when it first came out, and I gotta agree with like you, Christopher. Like I was just like, what the hell, man? Like this is so weird, and I didn't like it, but this is also one I haven't really delved into either, so I have to go off of what you guys are doing. But I've seen a lot of like clips, and I know a lot of like what's kind of going on now. Like the clips are really cool from what I've seen. Like, you know, Naruto has such a way with the production style of the fights. Like I remember people I would try and convince to like watch Naruto who hated it, which I love it, but and I would just show them fight clips, and they'd be like, I gotta admit, this is like some of the best stuff I've like ever seen in an anime. I'm like, yeah, it's really good. So I've seen that in Boruto already. But so I'll give it points for that. And then in the manga, like on Instagram, you just like can't help but see like panels of like new chapters and stuff. So I've seen some of those panels, like, and it's like, you know, huge spoiler alerts, but it looks sick. It like looks really good. So yeah, I guess I thought it did start out bad, but it looks like it's getting somewhere good right now. So just like, you know, not having a clue of what's going on though, I'm gonna give it I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A. Yeah.
I would combat Raysean with the S point is because like if I'm just going off the starting point, like I understand it's a long running show, but the starting point, like them first, like even like I'm not gonna go chapters, but that first like 60 to 70 episodes were really bad. Like, oof, really, really bad. And then you did have a great moment after tuning exams, the Naruto Sasuke fight and stuff like that. But it's like it's Boruto, and your best point came when Naruto and Sasuke got involved.
Okay, yeah.
See, a lot of it, I feel like it's because it's like the beginning of Boruto was a lot of retelling, but it's supposed to be like, I feel like if newer fans were supposed to watch that part. That's just how I feel. And then like after the tuning exam, that's basically when everybody was kind of start to watch, because that's when it basically started to kick up and everything started to change. But that's just how my viewpoint on it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to like, because we both said, me and Rashid both said B, and both of you guys say A, so we kind of have to be like, all right, who's gonna sway?
Want to rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down. Rashid, how about you? B, are you swaying to A, or are we standing on B?
I'm
standing on B. I'm standing on B. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna stay with B mainly because just because how I felt towards it in the beginning. But now I feel different now, so but I can't really put it in an A until I actually like start picking it back up again.
And my thing is like, if Boruto is a show that like it can't stand on its own peg. Like if you were like saying that like if you were telling a new anime fan, hey, go watch, like I've heard people say you can watch, a lot of people told me you can watch Boruto without watching Naruto. If you go tell somebody to watch Boruto by itself, they're gonna drop that shit.
That's weird, dude.
I think it depends. I think it depends. If you telling like somebody like, what's the age group would you pit Boruto in? Like, I don't even know, because maybe we really outaged it. To be honest, they're not shooting. They're not making Boruto for us. Like, you know
that's how I feel when I'm watching it, because like Naruto hit me when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, and that was the perfect time because I was basically their age. Like I was like Naruto's age. So like, yeah, it might be, you know, hitting that same age group for sure. That's a good point.
Like 11 to 14.
Yeah. I don't know. I could be swayed to B just because like I haven't watched this. I haven't like read it. And you know, B for Boruto. That works. I mean
B for bad start, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like I do think like we had a discussion with the age thing. I had this with like a DBZ debate thing or whatever. Like it doesn't matter the age, your demographic it too, but it's like even me at 13, if I was a star Boruto, I would be like, yo, why is this so slow? Like it was no really action, like it was some action, I guess, here and there, but it was not picking, like it wasn't going anywhere. Like with Naruto, I saw Naruto at 13, but Naruto was like Zabuza arc, like come on, man.
Yeah.
Like Zabuza arc at any age would have been fire.
Yeah, for real. It starts off like really good and fast paced, and even in the manga, like it's like really that Naruto manga is really good. Like that's a fire manga. Who are the main two people in Naruto? I mean Boruto. That's like, you know how there's
his name
Naruto and Kawaki. So
who is he? I don't even know. I've seen him, and I'm like, is he related to the Uchihas, or what's his deal?
He's not related to the Uchiha. I think he has something to do with Kagura's clan, something.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Boruto,
I think I have seen some of that then.
The way he is, he's more like of a Sasuke, you know, Naruto. Like because Boruto is like I guess the example of like, you know, Naruto had a hard life. And then
Kawaki's more like Naruto.
No,
Oh, wow.
I didn't say that. No, I said Boruto is more like a Sasuke type, like the like rebellious and stuff like that. Because I mean, Naruto's like the definition, kind of like how, you know, your parents had a poor life, then maybe they went out here, got, you know, some type of wealth or something. So now the same problems that Boruto's the problems Boruto's dealing with isn't really like how Boruto's more trying to find his identity outside of being like the Hokage's son and dealing with his dad, always being busy and stuff like that. So it's like their problems are different type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a little analogy.
Plus I didn't like the attitude where he had like the Konohamaru attitude. I didn't like that because even when Konohamaru did that to Lord Third, I was like, can you stop?
I don't know. It's just and the way they do Konohamaru, like he gets bitched like so many times in that show, bro. Like,
wait, in Naruto or Boruto?
Boruto. He's set up to be like he should be like the eighth Hokage. Wait, eighth Hokage. He should be set up to be the eighth Hokage, and they be kind of doing him wrong sometimes.
Well, when he was a kid and he took out one of those like 8 paths, of pain, I was like, damn, he is like he's better than Naruto, like at his age. Like
but think what he's tearing up to be though. He doesn't have any, he don't have a Nine Tails, he doesn't have a Sharingan, he should have like Rinnegan. I mean, even Sakura, she has what the whole healings. He doesn't. I don't even see how he would rank up to them.
I mean, I'm just saying,
probably Sage Mode.
He's a child, like he's a child prodigy in a way. Like a Rasengan at like 6 or 7 is pretty like epic.
That's
like,
insane.
Think about how like they built the Rasengan up, like when Naruto was trying to learn it, and he learned it in 3 days, and then came out of nowhere and just took out one of the pains. Like he was set up to be like a child prodigy.
Yeah, for sure. And Naruto was using like shadow clone jutsus to like help him get the Rasengan going. I don't even.
I was expecting him to have a little more like, maybe he doesn't have an ultra like demon inside of him, but I was expecting him just to have better chakra use and like that. You know. So are we agreeing with B? Like,
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't care though. Like I said, I'm impartial with this one.
Things can change, man. Things can really change. Rashid, you can choose the next one.
Hitman Reborn.
All right.
I love this show. We watched it 5 times.
All right, keep going. Keep going. Why you love it? Why is it so great?
So the reason why I love it is, which is surprising because most of the time I always complain about characters always getting beat up, and like the main character always getting beat up in the beginning and not really have any real strength. I know most of the time I usually say I don't like shows like that, but Hitman it's kind
But
of
you love Tokyo Ghoul.
different because it's the first show I ever watched like that. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't give the main character like just some random OP stuff. Like he actually has to train for it, work hard for it, and really like he's supposed to become a leader of a mafia group that he never knew of or about, like the whole 13, 14 years of his life. I can't remember what age he is. But and like it just randomly hits on him, and he's trying to, and like the group that he's trying to become the leader of is like said to be the best.
Right.
Oh, which one is that down here? I don't think I've ever seen Hitman.
You got one right here.
Yeah, Hitman Reborn.
Oh, okay.
Reborn. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Like,
yeah,
it's a show that kind of inspired. Like, I don't know if you guys seen Haikyuu. Always kind of repaired it. Like, it's a show that makes you just want to go be active and like with life. Like, it makes you want to like. Shonen does do that a lot, but Shonen.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love that.
Go outside and run, or like, you know, maybe you want to edit better for this podcast later on. You know, it just makes you want to be better.
It's true. Anime is inspiring, by the way. Like sometimes like you said, like just like I'll do like push-ups after I get hyped on anime or something.
Yeah, so I like him in Reborn.
And I was about to say, and plus it has really moral, not really moral lessons, but it really has lessons to push on you as a person, which is also I really like as well.
Right. Raysean, what about you? Have you seen him in Reborn? I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen him in Reborn.
How do you feel about it?
I give it a B.
No, I'm saying like your analysis before the grade.
Oh, I give it like a 6.5 or something.
No, like why? Like why?
Oh, why? It's good. I like the construction of it. I just think it gets boring. I think they should have shortened it. I've never been able to finish it.
Oh, really?
That's just mine.
I've
only tried it twice.
Which part do you think it like gets boring to you, if you remember?
I think it's when they all like become adults.
When they become adults. Oh, so the future part.
That's usually when I always end up turning it off. But I feel like that's almost like 100 episodes, maybe 50 episodes in. I don't remember.
No, that's like 100.
Yeah,
that's like the last arc.
Right. But like I enjoyed that part. I thought it was pretty.
I was about to say I enjoyed it too. It was interesting to keep it going. Like it was kind of because it also gave like a reasoning on how I forget his name, the little kid with the cow outfit, pretty much how the bazooka work or whatever. However, like however his item worked, it kind of gave some explanation behind that, which was also nice because I was curious about that for a while because it really made no sense.
All right. But guys, I'm gonna warn you, Zoom is being stupid. We're in the 9-minute clock. Y'all cool? Y'all all cool to come back because we're not gonna finish everything down this. Are y'all all cool to come back?
Yeah.
I do gotta be somewhere by like 3:30ish, but that's like
we'll be done by then. We'll be done.
Yeah.
We'll be done. But yeah, I will put it in B. What about you, Sheep?
Oh, wow, I'll put it at A or S. I love the show. I'm not gonna lie.
But what is you supposed to say SS? I love that.
I love the show. It does have its faults. That's why I'll put it at an S.
Okay.
SS, because I honestly don't believe it's better than OG Dragon Ball.
Okay.
So what would you put it in?
We need to put it in the A column since he already stated it.
I said
it
B.
ain't better than OP.
I said B.
B?
Yeah, Raysean, what about you? I'm saying B.
I don't care if you put it in the trash, to be honest.
It was solid. It was solid. I'll say B. What? So are you saying trash for real though? Like for real?
No, you can put it at A.
I'm impartial for this one. Never seen it. So I'm with whatever you guys decide on that
we'll
one.
say because she said S, I said B, Rashawn said A, so whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we might have time for like one more, then I'll try to get like a good outro out and we'll come back, whatever.
Yeah.
I want to do Hunter x Hunter. Like this is just like an interesting show. Has everybody seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've read all of it too. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to go to like I didn't read the manga.
Yeah.
I didn't read the manga or whatever, so I'm just gonna go straight off the anime. You know, I guess this is starting to become a normal take. I didn't love the Commander Ant arc pacing or whatever. I didn't love that part of the show. I feel like sometimes I don't know I know the author started getting a lot of mental issues or whatever, or like maybe during the show. So I don't know if that played a part into like what was happening with the show or something like that with the pacing. And I know it affects his manga because the manga panels are more like chapters. Like I've seen the way it's set up and stuff like that. So
yeah,
you know, I don't know if that affected anything. But I think I loved how they set up the like the Heavens Arena with Killer with that one dope scene when he takes the guy's heart out. That was amazing.
Oh yeah, so good.
I really like the Zodiacs, like the Zodiac retrieval arc, where they go see them and you should see like the family dynamic of how like crazy these people really are.
Yeah.
And then you really like, I mean, York New is like peak fiction, bro. Like I haven't met nobody that doesn't like York New was amazing. Like
yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna go S, bro. Like I understand the Commander Ant arc was really bad, but I mean, which show doesn't have an arc that's like, you know, kind of
I don't see.
What do you think about the Great Island?
It was a cool training arc. I mean, I didn't love Greed Island, but it was cool. But I love York New so much, and I love like the way the tournament set up, and I just love the fact like Gon and Killua's character development, how like they literally just flip, like literally alter just flip. Like Gon goes from a happy-go-lucky kid who is low-key a sociopath, and then he like a killer, and Killua who's low-key like probably has some of the highest like kills in anime all time, flips into like a person with compassion and morals and understands the value of human life. Like they literally just flip. And I do understand, you know, for people who maybe don't think it like that hard when watching it, it could be kind of a drag with, like I said, the Commander art pacing, and maybe some things were overhyped. But I do think the deeper themes in that show really stand out if you're literally paying attention.
Yeah.
So I said S. I ain't gonna go SS, but S. So what about you guys? Who wants to comment on it?
I mean, I agree. I just never really saw the Chimera Ant arc as that bad. I mainly saw Greed Island is the one where they go like inside the
Greed Island. I'm not like Greed Island made me drop the show. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I feel was their worst. Chimera Ant was all right. It's not the best or anything. York News obviously
York News the best by like far.
But like, I didn't think Chimera Ant was that bad to the point.
No, I've heard some people say like 5 out of 10 type of thing.
For Chimera Ant?
With Chimera Ant arc?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I personally love it. I love it. I love the Chimera Ant.
A lot of people feel like the pacing was too slow. Like the like you just hear the narrator talk over like an episode and stuff like that. Like I've heard that. Like,
that's so true. Like I can't help but like that stuff though, because they got a good narrator, and like it is kind of just dropping like good exposition.
Right.
You're just figuring more and more out about this like alien creature or whatever the hell they are.
Miriam low-key was a little disappointed. I would love to see more Miriam fights. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean, he did serve his purpose of kind of just showing like when you're so overpowered, it gets lonely, I guess. And he just like he didn't really have a personality. He didn't really know who he was. Like he was just
One Punch Man.
Honestly, that's a good point. Actually, when I watched that Hunter x Hunter, like what's his name, Miriam versus who's the old guy? What's his name again?
Mataro.
Yeah, Netero. Yeah. So like when they go off, I was like, was this the inspiration for Saitama versus that dude at the end of season 1 of One Punch Man? Like, because it looked like they were fighting in a similar place too. It looked like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I love Hunter x Hunter. I think the manga's really good, but you made a good point. Like towards the end of the manga, it's all like these long paragraphs. It's so insane. You're like reading a book basically towards the end, and it's not even that good. But the Chimera Ant arc like sets up just a really cool next arc that probably, I hope it gets finished, but the Dark Continent arc, like they talk about it a little bit at the end of the anime. And so it sets up something there that's like has potential to be so cool and just like expand the universe in a huge way. But I don't know what's up with the author. We have those mangakas and authors being like overworked like so much that it can like just deter them from writing because they're like, fuck this. I'm overworked or I'm gonna die. Like Kentaro Miura of Berserk, like he died because he was like so stressed and his heart like tore because he was working too much. So we don't want that to happen with these guys.
Right, like
so
yeah. Hey guys, we got 2 minutes. I'm gonna stop it so we can get a good outro. Then I'm gonna send you guys a Zoom stuff right quick and then we'll finish
okay
it. We don't have that many shows, so let me stop share. All right guys, we're gonna stop and then come back with the power editing like we never left. We are back, guys. We're gonna finish this tier listing episode. We were talking about Hunter x Hunter, so I'm gonna share with the guys and then we're gonna get back to it. Share my screen. Fuck. Now I can't even see. Hold up. All right. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter. So do you remember what you were saying, Jake? I think you were the last one speaking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like do a summary. I love Hunter x Hunter. I hope the mangaka is gonna be healthy and be able to finish it. I might put it above Dragon Ball. I'm gonna say SS. I love Hunter x Hunter. That's where I'm ranking it. Yeah.
I'll say S for me. Just for me. What about you, Rashid?
Hunter x Hunter, I'll say S too. I honestly love it.
All right. Rashawn, where are you putting it?
I give it an A.
Now, of course, you're the downer one. We're all like S. You're just like, Okay, what makes you hesitate from S? Like,
I don't like the end. And then when I say the end, I don't like the fact that Killer One Gone stopped being like. I don't like that.
I mean, but that's I think the anime wasn't meant to be cut off at that point, though. So I think that's why I think when they split apart, I don't think it meant that they were stopped being friends. It just was like you're going like in life, like you go down different paths, like with your friend. Like when you go to let's say you go to college or something like that, your friend might go here. Doesn't mean y'all aren't friends. It's just y'all have to go y'all separate ways, type of thing.
I feel it.
That's how I kind of compare it for people to be.
That is how I saw it too. Is like they're like about to go do like. Yeah, that's a really good like analogy. Is like they're going off to college. Like they have like their own different arcs. And yeah, I think they're still friends though.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't kept up with the manga. I don't even know Gon gets his powers back. I don't know.
Basically they're on a boat. They're just on a boat for a while without spoiling anything. They're on a boat for a while.
Hey, maybe they turn into pirates.
Yeah, they see Luffy and the gang.
I wish Gintama was on here. I got caught up to Gintama. Oh my, we're not caught
up. That's another one I really need to watch because I know it's funny. I know it's full of action. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but I gotta watch that.
It came out. Funny thing, it came out the year me and Rashid were born. It came out 2003.
Okay,
that's pretty. It's pretty old. But I just want to hear you guys take on like. Do you think when Gon went to go with Kite, do you think he was overreacting?
Yeah, I don't think I just don't think we got to understand why that connection was that strong.
Okay.
To me, I think I can understand if it was like Killua or if it was like
the Oreo,
his other friends, but Kite, it just seemed like
I think the reason why
you're gonna risk everything for this guy.
I think the reason why I saw this one, I listened to my guy, Weeb Guy, shout out to you guys, and I was listening, and they said the same thing. I just think one, he was the closest thing to Jin or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I
was
interpreted
figure.
it too.
Yeah.
Secondly, he trained Gon when he was a little kid, but he was still a little kid, able to understand who people were. Like he wasn't a baby. He was like 5 or 6. Like he was old enough to understand faces and who was around at the time. So it was like he was the only person that was kind of like a male figure that was close to him, that was kind of around when he can understand what people being around means.
Yeah,
and it's just like I did talk about how sociopath he is. Gon is like a type of person to where like if Killer will kill somebody, it's like okay, like he has to do what he has to do, like it's okay. But if like let's say somebody tries to attempt to kill Killer, he's like that's not right. Like Gon is really the interpretation of like how most people are. Like if it benefits you, like that's what I'm gonna support. But if it doesn't benefit me, it's wrong.
It's just childhood innocence.
No, because that's just how people are. Like if somebody does something that affects me, I'm gonna be like, damn, like, you really messed up. But if it's somebody else that's not in my circle, I'm gonna be like, wow, like, okay.
I think the whole kite thing, it's true. It does, like how it's portrayed in the anime, it seems like it comes so fast. You're just exactly like, why does he care about this guy? But if you think about it, he became a hunter just to like find his dad at the end of the day. And so like he finally like he thinks he's about to find his dad and then finds Kite.
Right.
And so but that's like the end of the rope to in his mind to help him inevitably find his dad. And like you said, he has this attachment to like being trained by him when he was younger, this guy Kite. And then also the freak out because it's like that was the one clue to my dad, he's dead, and also the like guilt of like I was powerless, and like this guy who is like a family friend, like I feel responsible for his death now because he had to like cover our asses so we could escape. And that like that probably put a weight on him while he was fighting.
And his mentality was already going
like
his like he was already going down a path of just going like going rogue.
Yeah, he was starting to get cold. Going. Yeah,
no, I'll say it was right after that. That's when you started really seeing it.
Yeah, I think that was the climax.
True, yeah.
That teetered the boat like on a slip. Like he was already like, then that just it just started plateauing. And then we didn't even mention Kurapika, who's low key like my favorite character. I think
he's badass.
He's my favorite character. I think he's my favorite character in the show. I even talk about him. Like, I mean, he's legit like a cool, like a different version, maybe a cooler Sasuke, should I say? Like just bad at like just.
I can see that. I can see that.
I get that as well.
So yeah, I mean, like every show has maybe a down. Maybe you think Greed Island's a down arc, but I think Yorknew is arguably like out of every shonen, like Yorknew stacks up to a lot of these shonen's best arcs. Like.
One more thing real quick about the Chimera Ant arc. This is why I really like it so much, is because you get Killua taking like the hypnotism needle out of his head, and you see him like access his full potential. Whereas before he was like struggling with killing, and especially like struggling against Chimera Ants. As soon as he gets that thing out, he just like he beheads like like any Chimera Ant that comes in his way. And then you see him go like lightning god mode at one point against like one of the most powerful creatures like introduced in the entire show, and like just kind of like isn't able to like take him down, but is able to like fuck with him in a way that he can't control. So I love that.
I have a good video for you. You should watch. I think it's called from Scepter Pro Kid Sasuke and Kid Naruto versus Kid Gon and Killua. That was a good video. Like I don't like fight videos like that, but like he does a great job of explaining it. If you ever just want to watch him like that, I like it. So,
that's cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So I'm gonna put it. So I think we're all like an S because we're like you said S, she said S, and then Raysean said A. So like I'll just put it in S.
Yeah, that works.
Come on, man, drag.
Yeah.
All right. Who Raysean, you can choose the next one. Since I guess we'll go back down in order.
Let's go. One Piece.
All right. You go. Give your what you think about it. Then give your rating.
My opinion of One Piece is I feel like One Piece, it has one of the strongest structures of an anime. Like the beginning of it is really well done. Right. The only problem I think One Piece actually has is just the amount of time it's taking them to figure out how they're going to end this. Like, I think
that's a good point. Yeah. I think that's an anime problem more than a manga problem. I think so.
Yeah. No, well, it's both because they both tied together. But I like the characters in One Piece. I think they're some of the best, well thought characters. Because like even watching from the beginning, like I'm doing now, I can see why people will love One Piece. Luffy is one of the most interesting main characters for like his goal and still not being like competent, but still being very competent. Like
right.
If I had to rank it, this is the hard part. I'll probably give it. I'll give it an A.
My head just exploded.
Hey, Raysean, where are you at? I know you can be in pieces, but like just where, like, are you starting from the start?
When I rewatch One Piece, I just rewatched the certain parts I want to see. So I'm all the way up to the Alabasta.
Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, cool. Alabasta's probably.
I love Alabasta. This is one of my favorite arcs.
Alabasta's a good art.
But everything after is kind of like long and boring.
Oh, I don't know.
Explodes again.
Any lobby is amazing, and that's after Alabasta. I mean, yeah. I mean, Marineford was amazing. I mean, I'll preface this: Jake Rashi's only at Dressrosa, but I think we still can get an argument of like how good it is and stuff. I know me and you both caught up basically.
I like Dressrosa. Yeah, that's a nice art.
So fucking long.
Dressrosa is tight. I'm biased here. I love everything about
One Piece. Right. No. I guess I'm more in the middle. Like I could see, I guess some of the complaints, but like with something like Dressrosa, like it's so fucking long for like no reason sometimes. Like I feel like but I just think like like Raysean said, the world building, and the storytelling is like one of the best and anime. Like I mean, just so many characters and it just like all kind of ties together or whatever. And it's just like I kind of love a show where like Luffy's actually gonna have to like we're like actually have to see in effect how is Luffy gonna take on these stronger like opponents, because it's like he can't just like I don't think he's gonna do a Naruto where we get in the last war arc where he just gets an alien zapped inside of him and he just get alien power ups and stuff like that. Like he's at like it's more like of a show where he actually gonna have to like improve on himself. Not saying Naruto didn't, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's going to show that there's more self-improvement with him than with any other show, because it's like he's not like as strong as some of these villains, which is fine. I mean, I think the backstories are amazing. Like you have some of the like Law's one of my favorite backstories. Robin's backstory is amazing. Yeah. You have emotional ties. I mean, you love all the crew members. They might not be all the strongest, but you're in love with every crew member, like in their own different way. I mean, I've even like Brooke has an amazing backstory. Like it's just a lot of world building, and it just had the morality of like technically Luffy. We shouldn't be rooting for Luffy. Luffy is the bad guy in the show. Like he's the pirate. He's the one going around necessarily rooting people and looting people, and it's just like you have the morality about it. You have Marines who are like, I guess like in this sense, they're like they're the world government. They're the people who control everything. They're kind of more corrupt than some of the pirates who are actually saving some people, which is very interesting with like, the political and who should really be in charge, anarchy versus monarchy and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, it's a lot of stuff going on. Like, so I'm going to SS now.
Yeah, the dynamic of One Piece is like, that's like, I think it's one of the best shonens ever. I like right away would put it at SS because it's like my favorite. But like what you're saying with like, the morality of the show, like who's good and who's bad in this world is realistic, because it's like you have people in real life just, put in a tough financial situation, like having to do what they have to do to get something to eat or get some pay, doesn't mean they're bad. It just means like they might have to do like, things to get what they need to get to survive. And that's kind of like maybe where pirates are, is like they're looked at as these villains, but really they're just like, they can be anywhere on the spectrum. And like comparing like the world government in One Piece to governments in real life, it's like, yeah, there's good people working in them, and then there's a lot of corruption that goes into it too, where there's just bad things happening. And so I think One Piece is like really realistic in that sense of how it portrays like the world. It's like all pirates aren't bad, all pirates aren't good, same with the world government. And that's like one of the best parts of One Piece, is just the realism attached to it. I think One Piece is one of the best. I think I was talking to you in our DMs in the group chat. I called Naruto a crybaby in comparison to Luffy, but the thing is, like, I love Naruto, but
I can see that.
But like, we were talking, they had different situations growing up. So like Naruto was faced with different trials that affected him, and Luffy. But Luffy, I just like seeing that type of character more, where he's like, no one's gonna help me but me. I have to like do this like right now, and it's gonna be really tough.
Definition of like a grown adult. Like nobody's gonna go help me but me. So I
exactly. So I love seeing Luffy like having to be like, my friends are counting on me right now. They're done if I can't get this done right now, and that's But there's just so much I love about One Piece. Yeah, I mean, it's an SS for me. I do a podcast about One Piece. So.
Yeah, and another thing, my bad, before you go, One Piece is one of the first shonens I've seen that the news and history drops are better than the actual fights.
Oh yeah,
I enjoy the history and the news more than I enjoy like fighting.
Yeah, like you said, going back to like how you were saying, like I think it was just like the way the world unfolds basically in One Piece. How like there's so many characters, and like you kind of forget about them for a bit, and then like news comes in the world. It's like, oh damn, I forgot about like Cavendish. Like I forgot about all these people who are badass. They're like, while One Piece is happening, while we're following Luffy's story, there's so many events also happening all around the world of One Piece that then you hear about. Like the world's constantly flowing and moving, and it's always great just to hear like, oh, Vivi, something happened to Vivi. Like it's been like 400 chapters since I last like heard of her. Like, so that's cool. Sorry, I don't mean to like go off.
Yeah. Rushy, what about you, man?
Like I said, One Piece is probably the only show I really cried multiple times in there.
Dude, same.
Right.
Like, because there's many shows that can bring that emotion, but One Piece does it too many times, and they do it so well each time.
They speak on real topics like racism, and classism and social. Like, it's a lot of stuff that gets touched.
Celestial dragons. Oh my gosh, I use celestial dragons.
Yeah, like the fishmen stuff, and
right. So, what would you rank it, sir?
I'll rank it an S. I mean, I haven't finished it or anything like that, but I have no worries about it, besides like sometimes it's just slow or super long sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Which I think we have to understand with the show like this long, you're gonna get certain arcs that are like also just really dragged out with the show that is like, it's kind of like the Shonen mode. Like sometimes you do get a stretched out arc or a stretched out episode.
Thriller Bark.
Yeah, like I mean, Thriller Bark is trash. I hated Thriller Bark, but I mean,
I actually do I like Thriller Bark for just a few reasons. Kuma,
nothing happened.
Well, you get like to see some of the Shichibukai. Like you get to see Gecko Moria do his thing, which is like whatever. But you get like and then when they're done with that, you get the best part of that arc, which is Kuma coming and like Zoro having to like defend the Straw Hats while they're incapacitated from Kuma taking all of Luffy's pain eventually. That is like one of the best moments in that show, in my opinion, is the whole nothing happens thing when Sanji finds him.
The definition of a stay, like a day one stay down. Like,
oh yeah, Zoro's the best for that. And I just wanted to say one more thing when you were talking about how like the anime versus the manga, like you feel like the anime is more drawn out pace wise and stuff like that. Yeah, well, so like that's true. Like there's when you like read the manga, it's a great pace. You're never getting any filler or anything like that. And sometimes when there's not a lot of content to a manga chapter and then they try and do a 1-for-1 with an anime episode, they like will draw out scenes that just like they don't need to be there. It's like Luffy's walking for like a certain amount of time or some shit like that, where it's like, why is this in here? And what they do in Wano now is like, you know, I'm not spoiling anything, but they'll like try and do that 1-to-1 comparison, but there's, like I said, not enough content in the chapter. So it will be like an episode that's true to the manga with filler in the episode that like didn't happen in the manga. Like Luffy struggles with like a low tier enemy who is not mentioned in the manga. He's a nobody. And it's like, why did they put this in here? It doesn't even make sense why he would struggle with like one of the lowest of the low Kaido's like underlings. It's like, why did they even include that in the manga? It's to take up time. So it's just like, that is kind of bullshit for sure. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah,
I'm just going off.
Yeah. I would put it SS. I mean, Jake has SS and she said S, and then Raysean thought.
One thing I wanted to say.
Oh, I didn't
know.
Going
off of something Jake said between Luffy and Naruto was it was something about Luffy being more like an adultish type character. Right. But I just think that depends on like the position they are in the anime. Because I mean, like Luffy's already the captain when Naruto's trying to be the Hokage.
Right. That's true, but Luffy's trying to be the king of the pirates too, which is like the comparison.
That's a harder Hokage. That's a harder feat for sure.
But
that's a harder feat.
Luffy is
you're conquering the world and people who are admittedly stronger than him. I mean, Naruto is a reincarnation of the Sage of Six Paths, as we learned. Like, I mean, it was kind of his destiny with me.
I mean, is it easier to become the Hokage or is it easier to become the Pirate King? That's what we are.
The Pirate King.
It's easier to become.
Well, Hokage. Now I'm thinking Hokage because like, because like there's a Kage for like each state. Like Luffy's trying to be like king of the world practically. And like Naruto's just trying to be president of his like country or something.
Yeah,
or I don't know, something like that.
What just happened? And another thing with King of the Pirates is also about like how the people like write your story. It was also about perspective of what being the King of the Pirate is. Like with Morgan's and writing.
Oh, I feel like.
What keep going?
I think about it. Anyone can be the king of the pirates. But then, like, for the Hokage, I feel like you have to be the strongest in your village.
I think that, or you have to have some kind of... I think it's more than just strength, though. I feel
you got to be acknowledged by everybody. It's like a lot of that goes into it. But I just feel like anyone could, like, find the One Piece, and they can be considered the king of the pirates. You didn't have to go through a trail of shit to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's a good point because, like, just imagine some dude who isn't strong just getting really lucky, stumbling across the One Piece. They're like, he's the king of the pirates now.
Like, I mean, you have to go getting poneglyphs and who has those poneglyphs and different islands, and it's more of a world. Like I said, like you're more like on like a world adventure.
Yeah.
But is that connected to being the king of the pirates, or is that just a part of the adventure? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see. I just think that, like, I'm not saying strength wise what position's more powerful. I'm just saying, like, to actually getting to that point, it's a longer journey because you have to go find these certain artifacts to find it. While being the Hokage, if you're like, I mean, Gora was the strongest person in his village. he did show how strong he was. He changed his kind of his self, and then he became the Kage, like of his village. Like,
yeah, it's implied like in One Piece, even to find like the pieces of the puzzle that get you to the One Piece, like you just have to be strong. Like it can't all be luck. Like Luffy has a lot of luck to it, but like, you know, you have to, there's people guarding
because
these,
there's people who have
steps.
these artifacts who aren't just gonna let you take them.
Exactly. Like Big Mom has a poneglyph that's necessary to like find the One Piece. So she's like not just gonna let you get there. She's ridiculously strong too. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So that's all. But I guess we can put it in S because, you know.
Hell yeah.
We'll say S. I said S because, you know, it's better than Hunter. Would y'all put it over DBZ? Like OG DBZ?
Over DB?
Yeah.
I think that depends.
I'm locked with them both. I love them so much. I think like Oda had inspiration from Akira Toriyama, so I really like them both. I think they're great, just adventure, like
yeah, especially those two.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to ask Oda is I want to see how much, like, his notes, how far along he already thought this out before he started.
Oh, years.
Yeah,
like in 2008, he was talking about stuff that just unfolding now. Like,
yeah. And the rumor is, if anything was to happen to him, he's like laid out the outline for how One Piece is to like continue to go without him, which is like really crazy.
That's how you know he don't want nothing to happen to this baby.
One more thing about One Piece, the 7 warlords, like the Shichibukai, that whole thing.
Yeah.
He that was not planned. Like
he referenced that in the first arc, like in when Mihawk showed up, he referenced
yeah. So like
what?
the 7 warlords.
Okay.
But that wasn't planned. The whole like big plan apparently was like the Yonko right off the bat, but he needed like some vehicle method to like get Luffy to be that strong. So the Shichibukai was like introduced because it was like he can't just go and like fight someone like Kaido like from the get-go. That's insane. So he just wanted to develop this world where it's like these characters are insanely strong. Luffy just can't go fight them. Like, so the warlord was like an introduced idea.
Kaido to mop the floor with him.
Oh yeah.
More. Kaido's crazy. So who's next in line? Rashid, what anime do you want to do next?
Let's go with Fairy Tail.
All right. How do you feel about Fairy Tail?
Well, I'm gonna say the rank. I'm gonna say either.
I'm saying C.
I'm probably gonna say B.
I'm saying C.
And mainly because I really did enjoy Fairy Tail for its greatest part. It kind of gave me just some kind of like, how do I say this?
We're going on an adventure like vibe.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and it's a little bit more on this comedic side and has more fan service than most shonens because I know Naruto has some fan service here and there or whatever, but Fairy Tail has a good bit of it throughout the whole series, and there's more comedic aspects of it within it. But I thoroughly enjoyed it all the way up until like, I know there's a new thing called Ian Zero or something like that. I don't know what that's about, but I loved it. Even though I didn't finish it,
I dropped it.
I dropped it towards the end because that was not my I wouldn't say that's the best arc. I kind of just got bored of it because it kind of felt like a repeat from another, because it was a war arc technically, but they already had one like that many times.
It just got boring.
It got repetitive.
Right.
So like it just got boring. There were some aspects that was interesting, but within it, because we learned more about Natsu and
power of friendship.
Yeah, technically, it's not really a power of friendship because he literally did almost. I don't know. You guys seen Fairy Tail? Well, besides Chris?
Not really me. The power of friendship thing is the one thing I've heard about Fairy Tail. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I've seen all the movies.
Fairy Tail is like a show where like you don't take it serious. It's not like a show, like it's like a storytelling is not as great. It's more like it's kind of like just a show you put on for a good of time. Like it's not really that great of a show. Like it's not written well. It's cool fights. You do like certain characters, but it's not like written to be like a big
Serious.
Yeah, it's just like there.
I've seen some of the fights and they're good. That's
Yeah,
all
the
I'll
fights
say.
are
Yeah,
good.
the fights are decent. They're good, but I mean,
it's just there's not really a really super dark time or anything like that, or something where like where someone really has died. No one has really died, and in the show, if they did, they came back with some kind of weird reason how they sort of survived.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna say C. It wasn't that good, but that's okay. It's okay.
I personally say B because I thoroughly did enjoy it in the beginning.
Raysean, you watched the movies. What's your impression?
B.
It's like not the 10 minutes. Oh my god, we're gonna have to get through something. No, Zoom, no, I'm not doing this with you today. We're gonna have to give her, I don't know, something. Fairy Tail B. All right. So who's next in line?
Also,
no, me.
Yeah, you.
Me.
Also,
Yeah,
we gotta get through these a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
We're trying to get down to 3.
Facts. We got 9 minutes. I'm gonna try to get through everything. I'm gonna go with Bleach because I know this will be fast because me and Raysean are the only people that have seen it.
You guys don't have to rush like too hard. I know the Zoom call is gonna end, but I can like stick around a little longer, like because they have like a rough time for me or whatever. It's like nothing crazy.
All right.
So
Raysean, do you have anywhere to go? I don't want to like just breeze through everything. Like I kind of want to talk about stuff, but I don't want to like keep you if you got anything going on.
I'm probably about 3:30. That's
All right.
Okay.
We can get through that.
Yeah, we can do this.
Yeah. Okay. So Bleach. I mean, like the first. I'm not gonna like Raysean. Let's try not to spoil because I don't know if Jake plans to watch it. I don't know.
You can spoil stuff because I've spoiled a lot for myself. I feel like I know almost
but I don't want to spoil Rashid. I know you've seen the first art, like everything going to the source. You don't know nothing past us. I mean, he knows Grimjow and some characters like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. Like,
Are we? Am I grading all of Bleach?
Yeah, we're all of Bleach. This is the whole show.
All right then.
I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna explain why I'm going B. The first going into the Soul Society arc was pretty good. I would give it like that 7. I would say the Soul Society arc itself was a 9 to me. It was 9 to 9.5. I really liked it. But after that, it really just drops. It really drops the ball. I mean, Kubo was said, he even said this in an interview, he was never really a storyteller. He was an artist before anything. Like he's a great drawer, great visual person, but he was never like somebody that's like can tell a great complete story. So I think after Soul Society arc, it does hit a major like a plateau or plateaus. But I think that first like 70 episodes or whatever, or maybe that's like maybe 100 chapters in the manga. I don't really know, but I really liked it. I would probably rate that like a 9 out of 10. But after that, I really just like it really got really bad. I like Aizen. Aizen was a cool villain thing, whatever. I like the Aspire. That was cool. Like that was a cool like the number complex. Even though sometimes I don't know how certain like Yukahori was only a number 4, and then it was a little stupid sometimes. But I really liked it, so I'm gonna go B. Like,
okay, if I had to go next, I'll say it's a C.
You think it's better? You think it's worse than Baruto? Baruto hasn't had an arc. Baruto hasn't had an arc that's good, just as good as the Soul Society arc.
Baruto has not had an arc. I feel like Bleach is. See, I don't want to say how I feel about Bleach because we're doing the Bleach.
But my thing is, we can talk about the first arc. The first arc in all of Baruto, there has not been an arc even like as close as to the Soul Society arc. So if we're gonna do that, we might as well just move Baruto down to C.
Then we gotta put Bleach in trash.
but Bleach is better than Boruto. Name me one arc that's been good as Soul Society arc.
Why are we arguing about my rating? Okay,
because of the opinion. You hopped on here. I'm arguing your opinion. This is what we do.
Why? Okay, so the reason why I will say is less than Boruto is because Bleach is done, and it's so repetitive.
What's coming back? The anime is, but yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the manga. Like the story of Bleach is done,
right.
But it's really repetitive, and I don't know. It just the characters fall off really short. I feel like Boruto. I mean, if you count for Boruto from where it's at right now, from what it's about to do, I feel like it's about.
But we can't go. But we're going on what happened.
Okay, if we're doing it about a manga, then yeah, I'm definitely gonna say it's better.
All right. So what makes what happens in Boruto manga better than what happened in the Soul Society?
But all I'm about to say is spoilers.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Well, I mean, like what's about to happen in the Boruto manga right now is, I mean, what's about to happen? Like, if you're going by the episodes, is this Nine Tails is about to die. Sasuke is about to lose his Rinnegan.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about this.
Yeah, I heard.
And then next you basically have this arc where you have is Naruto about to kill his son, and it's like all the ninja world is trying to figure out if they want to go after his son or not. And Naruto is basically being like, well, if something happened, I'm going to do it. Which that's most likely going to be what happens to Naruto.
Right.
But I mean, just I don't know. The first arc of Bleach, if we just doing that Soul Society arc, I will give it an A. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
after that,
I think I literally said the same thing. After the first arc, it does plateau really hard. We all agree. We both said the same thing. I'm just saying that if we're saying Boruto is a B off of what we're waiting to happen, when Bleach has already had an arc that's better than everything that's happened up to Boruto till right now, then at the least they should just both be in C, just off of pure logic.
Yeah, they can be in the same category, but I mean, they could have been in the same category based on the other two people's votes too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. But I'm saying it's just me and you because nobody else has seen it or read it. So I'm just saying like that's.
Yeah, I guess.
I was say my opinion of it right now is it's all right. To be honest, I mean, I don't think it's the greatest or the best, or like, because I don't know what it truly has to offer. I literally only needed up to like the part where Rukia gets saved because her brother's a butt.
I'm in the same camp as Rashid. Yeah, I think it's just like I can't say it's good or bad. I think the characters at the least like look sick, and like you said, like that's what the author was probably best at, and the world building is whatever. But I've seen a lot of the fights, like I've seen a lot of those Espada fights. Seen the Aizen v Ichigo fight. That was sick. That was some really good stuff, and they animated all that really well. Right. So yeah, I'll say B, but I'm also just like I'm leaving it up to y'all because B for Bleach, B for Boruto. Just going with the theme.
I'll say I'll say B, but if we're going to C, I want to move R to the C.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm cool with whatever.
I think you gotta do a coin flip on Boruto.
What about you?
I mean, personally, I at this moment, I'll give it a C because I have no real great opinion on it because literally I'm only in the beginning. You say the Soul Society arc is the best. That's the only arc I've seen.
Right.
So I have nothing else to go off.
And technically not even in that.
Yeah, we're not in that arc yet. We're building up to get to that point, type of thing.
Then the part where I got to where Rukia gets saved or whatever a long time ago, is that not part of it, or is that something else?
Oh, I mean, I thought you were talking about from where we are in the Bleach podcast.
Oh no, I watched it a long time ago on Netflix.
Oh,
there's 24 episodes out.
Right. Hey, we had 2 minutes. We're gonna finish this up. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, baby. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. This Zoom shit is stupid.
Don't worry about it, man. This is fun. I actually like this tier system thing. This is awesome.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna come back.
All right, word.
We are back, y'all. We're gonna finish this tier listing. We're gonna, I guess, figure out where we're gonna put Bleach, and yeah. So let me share screen with y'all, boys.
I think we should just put them both for B and just call it a day.
For sure. Yeah, I pressed you. That's why. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Nah, because if you move Boruto, then I feel like we got to do a whole nother A, B, C, D on that one.
Yeah, I just put it B. I think it's better than Fairy Tail, but I think Boruto's potential. I said Boruto potentially can go to A to S, maybe. I said the potential, so I'm ready to move Boruto up. But yeah, B. I mean, we all know me and you know the problems with Bleach. I mean, it's not really much to talk about.
Yeah.
Who's next? I went, so damn, the order. Raysean, I guess you can choose the next one. The order got messed up.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and knock out Dragon Ball Z.
This one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So where would you put it?
I personally would put this. Ooh, I gotta be not biased. Let me go. I'm gonna go S. I was thinking SS, but I'm gonna go S.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. I explain why for the people.
I think Dragon Ball Z has some of the best fighting and hype moments in any anime. I personally, this is one of my starter animes. I think the storytelling is great, especially for the Frieza to the Cell arc. In my opinion, it kind of falls off in the Buu arc.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Goku. I think he's a great main character. Even though I do feel like Dragon Ball Z is more of the side character story than it is Dragon Ball.
Kind of like a One Punch Man type of thing, maybe.
Yeah, low key, because I feel like
that,
because they try to take Goku out of all of the fights low key, and then kind of bring him back in at the end or something.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I will go ahead and I'll put it in S. You guys can go ahead and give your reads, your takes.
Jay, what about you?
Oh
my. I also have like a bias towards it and nostalgia because it's like one of the first anime like I think it might be actually the first anime I've ever watched ever was Dragon Ball Z when I was real little. I'm talking like 5 years old watching Dragon Ball Z. And it was like Power Rangers and Dragon Ball Z was like what I grew up on. Right. And so like there's this nostalgia to it that I love. I love that old art style. Just read the manga through it, and the manga is like just like the pace is so fast like compared to when you watch the anime. The anime, it takes forever for shit to happen, but the manga is really fast paced and I like that. I like the art style and everything, but I don't like it more now that I'm older than Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z, but
I can understand that.
I like I'm gonna say it's hard for me. It's either S or A. I'm gonna go with A. Because I like Dragon Ball more than Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, Rashi,
you needed the S's.
Your take.
Well, Rashi. Dragon Ball Z for me was honestly my gateway. So that was literally the first show I generally watched because I was a huge person on action. That was my main thing. That's what I came from. So a lot of things that happened within Dragon Ball Z I honestly loved and it's very nostalgic for me now. Like I was playing Kakarot and I literally played all the way up to the Frieza saga just so I can see Super Saiyan 1 again. The whole first transform, it was absolutely amazing.
That is like prime time DBZ. It's like from the start to the end of the Frieza. arc is like, that's really good stuff.
Oh yeah.
What was your rating sheet? I don't know if you said it.
I thought he said SS. Did he say SS?
I didn't.
Oh
hear
no. For me personally, it's an S. It's an S.
Okay. Well, for me, I'm gonna be like it's like a fair, like, because I didn't watch it when I was like young or nothing. I probably watched when I watched it's not that long ago, about a year ago, so 16 or whatever. And I've never been like, I like anime fights, they're cool, but they never really have pushed me to be like, that's why I like an anime, because I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that it's still animated, so it's just like, I'd be like, they're cool, but there's only so much of love I can get for them, especially like since I said I didn't grow up on it. The Frieza stuff was fucking amazing. It was really good. I've always acknowledged that was a really good arc, and I do shit on it just for fun, just for laughs and memes. But like
I do all the time too, actually, yeah. And I love it. Like,
yeah, and I do appreciate
that's fair,
because we didn't have DBZ. We probably I think we would have gotten anime over here, but whatever. But maybe we don't have a Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll wasn't really like a big thing till like maybe like 2013, because that stuff like that, like the Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon. If maybe we don't have those, we don't get like all these anime apps and stuff like that. So I do appreciate it, like for I guess getting anime over here and getting people like us to talk about anime and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I could see if it was your first, that's some nostalgia, but I'll probably have to say B for me.
Yeah, that's fair, yo.
I feel like I was completely fair. Like I really thought.
What did you say?
I said B. I said B.
You got a B?
Yeah, I said. Yeah,
how's that fair?
I think it's fair. You
were just arguing for Bleach to get it to B, and then you give Dragon
because
Ball
we're having Boruto, and because you put Boruto in B for future potential.
Oh,
did you not say Boruto's future potential? You said it was by that.
Okay,
about to happen.
So, you know what? I'm gonna let you get your pick. So where that fit?
No, all I'm saying is I didn't grow up on it, so the same feel you have for watching it, and it's not my starter. The same feel that all three of you guys have, I don't have that same feel. Shonen's not even my favorite genre, so it's like I don't have the same love for fighting and kind of terrible pacing at times as other people do, which is fine. So that's why I said B. Like
I swear, the stuff you be nagging this anime for, you were willing to look past it for other anime. But
anime. Did I not say One Piece pacing is shitty? The anime's pacing. Did I not say it was shitty?
Looking at
everybody on this channel. Did I not say?
You gonna say that? But that's an S tier.
Did I not say One Piece pacing was terrible? Anime terrible. Everybody, I acknowledge that, right?
Yeah, you did.
You said it was pretty rough. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
You still put that in S.
Because I think the storytelling better and the world building is a lot better. And I didn't watch, and like all three of you guys said, you watch at a young age. It was your first anime. It wasn't mine. So I'm not like even Naruto. Naruto was my first anime, so it's always gonna be love for in my heart. But I'm putting it in a ranking, and I literally had said it was overrated. So I came in here saying it, like a fair rating for me is a B.
Yeah, I get what you're coming from. It's just me personally, because I already know I'm action heavy. So most of the times, like even the mangas I read are literally action heavy. Sometimes I'll go and read a drama just to take a break, but it's not my main taste,
Right,
so
and like I said with One Piece, the One Piece fights aren't even the best thing about the show. The One Piece fights are pretty bad. So I legit have came at to every point. One Piece fights are bad to me. One Piece pacing, anime, it's not that good.
So you say Dragon Ball Z fights are better?
Yeah.
This is
universal.
Really all about fighting.
Yeah, like I mean,
I'm just still trying to. No, okay. So
I'm literally like confused on how you're saying. Like, what am I look past? I said the pacing was bad. The Dragon Ball Z fights are better. I like what else do you want me to touch on?
So I'm trying to figure out why is that in B if it has stuff that's better than One Piece?
Because I think One Piece storytelling and world building is so much better.
And plus, he doesn't have the same passion for it as we do. So he kind of looks at it differently than us, since we love it just cause.
Yeah, I feel like the whole nostalgia factor is huge, like on my part. So I understand, like, not having that puts it down. That's fair.
I mean, I could say A because we have Hitman Reborn at A. I mean, but like, I guess BA doesn't really matter. It means it's gonna go to S because all you guys said S. It's going to S. It doesn't really matter.
I said A. I
okay,
like
you said
I like
A.
A spot. Yeah,
You
I don't
E.
put it above Dragon.
Still an A, and what you said, Rashawn, you said SS, right?
Yeah, I guess too.
You
I
said
guess
SS. That's S.
go to S.
That's S. Rashid said S, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to S. So I mean, that's all. You think it's better than OG Dragon Ball?
No, I rewatch OG Dragon Ball more.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Do you think it's better than Hunter?
Dragon Ball.
You think it's better than Hunter?
No, yes. I don't. I like it. I maybe like it as much as Hunter x Hunter, but do I think it's better than Hunter x Hunter? I don't think so. I think the power system that was invented in Hunter x Hunter is like maybe the best like power system in like any anime. Like it's so well.
I like the Naruto one better.
Yeah.
Chakra.
I like Chakra, but I don't know. I think there's more thought in and this is just my opinion. I think there's just more thought in the Hunter x Hunter, like all the classes of like Nen categories and stuff. Yeah. I like the way they do that, but no, I like the Naruto power system a lot too. I like that.
Okay, so are we putting it over? Because I want to make sure like each tier list is in the right order, whatever. So like, would you guys like put it over Hunter? Like as a show?
As a show, as a whole.
Not me.
In my opinion, I will say yes.
Okay, Rashid, you're the tiebreaker.
Honestly, I think I'll put it over Hunter x Hunter. Yeah.
Would you put it over One Piece?
No,
Are you doing this based on how you slat the anime, or
no? Like, cause like I want each category to be like categorized by which one do we think is a better S. So it's like, what's the top of S for like?
Yeah,
I think you gotta wait till we get done before we.
Okay.
Because you're gonna have to keep changing every time we add one.
True.
That's super.
Oh, we was doing Z.
Shit. My bad, y'all.
I was about to say if super wouldn't be an S. I ain't no cap with
you. Hell no, yeah.
I can't even argue. Argue for it.
Next, Jake. I think you're next.
Let's just, since we just mentioned it, let's do super. Let's get it out of the way.
Where would y'all put it? I never watched it, so I don't have no opinion.
I've seen like a bit of it, and man, this is how I feel about Boruto, like compared to Naruto. Like Super seems like, this is a hot take, Super to me is like some money grab thing where I'm like, they're just trying to keep an IP alive to get money off of it. I think it sucks. There's some cool stuff in it, but I cannot get into Super, and I've tried so many times. I think it's like a B. I'd put it at B or C.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I ask you one question? No. Do you read manga?
No. And I hear like that is a big decider because of pacing and everything. Like, and that's how I'd approach like any series I want to watch normally. I just haven't delved into it, and I've watched like a bit of the anime, so I do owe it to myself to read the manga. That's a good point. But right now, from my impression of like what it is, I gotta go low. Like I'm gonna say B.
I'm going low too on this kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Rashawn, you want to talk about like where you have it or whatever?
If I'm doing it just on the anime, I have to give it a B. A B. Yeah, I'll give it a B. I like the World Tournament, the last arc really well. And I like Jiren.
Yeah, he's sick. I do like him. Yeah.
I like the movies too, and I'm adding that in there. If I'm doing it with the manga, I might throw it up just one more category to an A. Mm. So I'm just gonna go B. Okay. Just go to I've been going.
Jake, you said B, right? You said B too.
Yeah, I'm saying B.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What about you, Rashid?
Honestly, the main thing I honestly did only really like about Super was the movies, Resurrection F, and the first introduction of Beru.
Does Broly count?
Broly counts as Super as well.
Yeah. I saw that. That was cool.
Yeah, those are real good. I did not like Goku Black whatsoever, and
Yeah, that whole arc was shit.
Yeah, that was weird. Like I saw a lot of that, and I was like, "What the hell is up with this?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't get into it.
That would have been a cool idea. It's just the execution was
odd.
Yeah.
And the tournament of power was amazing. I honestly loved it. Jaren was a great addition.
Yeah.
New power scaling in a way.
Yep.
And the introduction of a new transformation was nice.
Yeah.
That shit is cool. I always like that. Like what do they call that? Ultra Instinct, right?
Yeah, Ultra
that's
Instinct.
his new form. That was cool. I really like the animation quality of that too. That they used. It was really good.
Rushy, where are you putting it?
I'm gonna put it I'll put it as a B as well.
Okay. Well, everybody said B. Okay.
Yeah, because Dragon Ball Super is technically really just continuing off of, trying to continue. Because literally the only reason why I watched it was because of nostalgia.
Yeah, same.
Rashid, I mean, you could choose the next anime.
Let's go with My Hero.
Oh, thank you. Somebody said it. Okay, keep going.
So
are we going? Okay, so I know I've read the anime, but to keep it transparent, do you guys want to just do up to season 5 of the anime? Because I've read the manga. I've read the manga, or kind of.
I've started a manga. I'm still like beginning. I haven't read it.
Yeah, I'm not fully caught up myself, but
What season are you in the anime?
In the anime, I'm not as far as I am in the manga. I'm like halfway through. Like, so they already animated this in the anime, but in the manga, I'm at the part where it's like, what's his name? Overhaul, is that his name?
Yeah.
I'm like almost done with that.
Loki had let down. Loki.
Are you up to date, Gensho?
No, I'm 10 chapters behind.
Oh,
10 chapters behind.
I can't even say what I want.
We're gonna do an episode about that though. We're gonna do an episode about that. We're gonna do one. So Rashid, how do you feel about the My Hero? You only seen season 5, right? Like that's you mostly have anime stuff, right?
I've seen all of it besides season 5. I watched the first episode of season 5 and I dropped it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I watched 3 episodes. I fell asleep.
Yeah, because I was about to say I really wasn't excited. Even from what I'm seeing, like all the clips people are showing on Instagram and stuff from season 5, I'm not excited.
Yeah,
wow.
That's why I'm reading the manga, because the manga seems more interesting.
The anime low-key has kind of bad pacing to see the difference between where we are in the anime and the manga is like years. It feels like the pacing is far as hell. Like it's not like My Hero could probably get like to 300 episodes if they threw some filler in there. I could see My Hero being 300 to 500 episodes. No bull.
But they're trying not to do no filler. That's why they do 30 episodes.
Yeah, that's why they do like 12 episode seasons or 12 to 24. They're seasonal anime. So
I'm cool with that. I like when they decide to do that.
I like that too. Like gives us, some hype, I guess, when it comes back. I saw these guys' podcast or whatever, and I have to address this. I love My Hero because they said My Hero is better than Hunter. And as of right now, if we're going straight off the anime, I think that's like complete bullshit. To me, of what's happened. I mean, My Hero has had great moments. I love the tournament arc. I love of My Hero. I love the tournament arc of My Hero. I do like Stain. But other than that, what really has really just stood out and just took me by like the throat from My Hero. Like what has really just been like, this is why I love My Hero. Like this is why, like, I'm talking about the anime right now, guys. Like I love it. It's a feel-good show, but there are parts where it's just like, damn. And then I want to address this. Like, so we guys, I love you guys. I know I feel like I'm calling you out, but they said they don't fuck with Gon because after he just goes in a coma, and I'm just like, well, every time Deku even uses 20% of his power, the motherfucker literally almost breaks off a whole arm.
So it's like in the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning, literally, he's at the point where he could have a punch without
so at this point, is Deku really even like usable, like a useful fighter? If every time he used one flick, he just breaking an arm. Like,
but it depends on what that one punch is, though. Is he hitting that with like 100% of All Might strength? That one punch might end the fucking.
At this point, if he uses 100%, he would legit die. At this point, if he uses just all 100%, he would die from just total impact. You know what I'm saying? At this point in the anime,
is it solving the situation? like I don't know. What
but how useful of a fighter you are? Like, if you just only like even in real life, if you throw one punch and then let's say somebody somehow survives, are you really that useful a fighter if you only can flick out one punch?
I'm still going with the argument. It depends on how much damage that one punch is doing.
But like that's a good point.
But if let's say you have backup, like this is not just a one-on-one, like this is you're fighting multiple enemies and you just passed out after one punch. I mean, like,
okay, then in that situation.
But in most fights, you're never just alone. Like in most anime fights, like it does get to a one-on-one combat, but it's always like your henchman coming back from the back.
But say you in the team and they know, okay, he has one punch, and they save your one punch for the main guy.
Of course, he's gonna get saved. Is that of course? But I'm saying like realistically, let's say like he's fighting like I don't know like. What's the dude name? The hand boy. I suck at name.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, let's say he does one punch him, and then you just have Dobby come out of nowhere and burn him to a crisp. Like how useful you are. You just passed out, and then it's just like they do come.
Take out the main villain.
Yeah, I mean,
he might have got snuck, but the main threat is gone. We can handle the other threat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you take out the A tier, we could go against the B tier.
Right.
I'm just saying.
So you passed out can handle the B tier?
Huh?
So like if I'm passed,
I'm not saying him. I'm saying him as if he has a team.
I know I'm messing.
They've never ever fought alone.
I'm messing with you, right? I get what you mean. But now, like people, I like Deku. I don't hate him. I don't know why people think I do. I don't hate him at all. Like he's a cool protagonist. But I need some growing up, just a little bit. I'm with anime pacing, which is a little bit. I need some growing up. Like I understand he looks up to All Might. Like I'm going off the anime, Raysean. He looks up to All Might. All that great stuff. But it's
by the way, I've seen a lot of spoilers, so if you guys do want to say stuff, I
might even know. I think it's just the difference between the characters and just the anime within themselves.
Right.
Because I feel like you can't really compare Gon and Deku because Gon is like
crazy,
a whole nother type of character than Deku could ever be. Like Deku, if Deku was gone, he couldn't have All Might's abilities. He would never have been chosen.
Right. I mean, honestly, he shouldn't have been if we're gonna keep it up. It should have been Lemillion. Yeah. Like that's.
I feel like Deku still like embraces the hero more than Lemillion.
Lemillion was Lemillion was definitely more qualified to be a hero than Deku was. 100%.
Yeah, that's my impression too. But I think Deku, they're working Deku to that point. Obviously,
if you go to the deeper core, I would give it to Deku.
Because
Lemillion's a good choice, but I mean, like, I feel like Deku has.
Even Deku kind of.
I'm gonna give you my life to protect you, but I guess Lemillion does too. Oh, that's hard.
Deku. I'm not trying to like shade him, but Deku's insecure. Like he's really, really insecure about.
He has to fucking compare to the strongest person. like
that is true. I guess that insecurity does come from trying to fill up a big seat.
Like it's not like he's like All Might's the second or third. He's the top guy. Right. When All Might comes, you run. I don't even see why people was doing crimes when All Might's in the fucking city.
This is dumb. We should not be doing this.
Superman. Anime Superman. Yeah,
I heard that All Might was a little bit based off Superman too.
Yeah, anime Superman basically.
Yeah, and I could see that.
I just think the problem I have with My Hero, like especially this season, I don't care about Class 1B. I don't care. Like I really don't care. Like I understand the quirks are cool, but it's like as a show, there's only a certain there's only a certain amount of characters we can care about at one time. Like I can't care about Class 1B the 7th person ranked in Class 1B. I really don't care. I really don't. Like I understand they could be useful in some fights and it's good to know them, but at the end of the day, we know it's gonna come down to Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku as your main big three of Class 1A, and maybe some more of Class 1A. But we know when shit hits the pan, those three are going to be the main three that are going to be out here doing the ish. So it's like I don't really care.
So okay, what if they just had like skip to like however strong they're going to be at the end of this arc? So what if they just skipped all that and just made them that strong? Would you have just like that
for Class 1B?
No, I'm talking about for our heroes, because I mean they're gonna get stronger in this arc.
Yeah, obviously. I want them to go through a training arc, but I really don't really care about Class 1B. I'd rather have them had individual training arcs for themselves. I'd rather would have seen that for me.
Okay.
Like I'd rather Deku went to the grandpa. I forgot, like I like that when Deku actually was training with the dude. Yes.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot.
Yeah, like I rather would have seen that, like for me personally. But like, you know, I don't know. Like here's the thing, I don't hate my hero. I feel like it's gonna get a lot better. It has a lot of potential. So for me, I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A for me. I'm gonna go A. So what about you guys?
I also can go A because honestly, for me, it's just that season 4, super excited for. It was just a major letdown after the main villain that was hyped up for a good while gets defeated in like 15 episodes.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed about that, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was a little.
And what happened after?
Then what happened afterward was just, I hope something was coming new, but then kind of just got filler. Yeah. Is that technically filler? I don't even know.
And then season 5 was just, it's kind of, but I do have hope. I have hope. I have a lot of hope for this manga when it gets adapted. So I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go A. What about you, Sheet? A2. Raysean, what about you?
I'll go S.
Off the anime?
Off the anime?
We're just talking anime right now. We're just talking anime right now.
I'll put it in A.
Okay. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, I as a whole, I think you did say it. It's like the potential for where it's going, and I know you said just the anime, but where it's going in the manga and everything, from what I've seen and what I know, I'm like, this has potential to be really, really good.
Game changer.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
And the ultimate gateway for new anime fans. That and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, for sure. Because like similarly to Demon Slayer, and this isn't a knock on My Hero, I do think like it is like a pretty standard like shonen story setup. But I think like there is some really cool stuff like going. I remember like it gets like really quick, basically. It gets kind of dark and some more like adult themed concepts get in there. So and when that happened in My Hero, that surprised me. I was like, oh, this has potential to like get somewhere pretty gritty, and I'm into that. So I'm gonna put it in A. I'm totally fine with that. I think that's a good choice.
Right, and they do what we think they're gonna do right, and don't put like a Tokyo Ghoul just go left field. It can move up to SS.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah.
Right. So I think it's my turn now. I want to go with Naruto, like just Naruto, because they have a split up, which I like. That's why I chose this one. Like,
yeah,
good. OG Naruto, man. I'm gonna just throw nostalgia out the way. Chunin exams, fire. When Itachi pulled up on just Merc Sasuke, that was pretty dope. Rock Lee versus Gaara, amazing. The Sasuke retrieval arc, a little overrated, but I still liked it. People say it was one of the best retrieval arcs. Questionable, but it was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Very questionable.
It's good for side characters.
Right. We saw a lot of Choji, Shikamaru, like we saw a lot of things going on. Then we had, what do we have? The Sasuke Naruto final like battle. That was cool.
It's like one of the best like anime fights ever. Is that fight? Like,
and I mean, it was foreshadowing with the Madara versus the first Hokage. Like it was foreshadowing because they were standing on the two pillars, which is, I mean, that's pretty dope by Kishimoto.
Yeah,
and I really love OG Naruto. I'm gonna go S. I'm not gonna say SS. I'm gonna go S. I'm gonna go S for me.
If I had to pick, I'm probably gonna go S too. But one thing I do wanted to say is I never really understood how like their ranking system go for like how Naruto can beat like a 9 or beat a tail beast and then have like that epic battle at the end of the series and still be a Guinea. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like
Yeah.
he looked as stronger than half the Joni. Like
Yeah,
okay.
I just think that it really didn't care about that. Like, I think the tuning exam, like the ranking system, was used to show how much obstacles Naruto's gonna have to go to get to that level. Like, I don't really think it was used to show like you can be a Joni that isn't as strong at the beginning, but it was just used to hype up how much overcome. Fuck it. How much over we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. I don't care how much time it is to go over, like how much Naruto has to get through the to get to the Hokage level. It was just showing the difference of power level. I don't really think it mattered that much, for real.
I think it's like something too that's like you have to be like at a level of like control and like mastery of chakra in a way, and like that. I think like responsibility with that power too.
Right.
I don't think he had it, so
Right.
for a bit there, but yeah.
Jay, where would you put it?
Where would I put it?
Yeah.
Honestly, at the least S, because that is another nostalgia like fueled one, and like you said, man, that OG Naruto without the filler and everything is like over the top good. Like there is so many good arcs in that shit. I love it, man. I remember the first time I saw Sarutobi, who's the third Hokage, versus Orochimaru, and my mind was blown. Like that was, I was like, this is a game-changing anime. This is so good. So S, I'll do S.
Rashid, what about you?
I also go with S because Naruto was also up there when nostalgia for me. Plus, I honestly I generally enjoyed it, and I think I went through more episodes of Naruto than Naruto Shippuden.
Right. I'm trying to hurry up so we can finish on this one because I know it's y'all have to go places. So we got 8 minutes left. I'm gonna just let y'all know. So Naruto, who wants to go? Fuck it. Rashawn, do you want to choose the next one? You just go Naruto ship if you want.
Let's go ahead and just do was that Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah. I haven't finished it. I just got to the Dark Tournament, but as far
oh man,
but I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go A. Before the Dark Tournament, I'm gonna say
beginning. Well, I love the show.
I'm gonna go S.
Okay. So what about you, Jake?
It's definitely an S. It's like that's a nostalgia one for me. And when you finish it, like talk about it again because it wraps up so nice. Man, that's a dope ass anime. I love it.
Right. So we're gonna go with Jake. What you got next? Want to just do Naruto ship?
Yeah, we'll do Shippuden. I like it a lot. I don't think it's as good as Naruto because towards the end when the Great Ninja War was starting, it was sick, but it like, man, it got bad. Like the writer admitted to like writing himself into a corner there. It ends kind of nice, but
the marriage and stuff, I guess. And the Naruto Sasuke fight. I mean,
the Naruto Sasuke fight ending part, but like the primetime Shippuden is like the Akatsuki arc going to the pain thing. I think that's incredible. But so I put it at A sounds good. Yeah.
I'm putting it. What about you, Rashawn? Just quick.
I think with just the pain arc itself, it needs S. The pain arc itself is probably, in my opinion, probably one of the top 10 best arcs.
But I think I do think the pain arc was great. But I think like the ending really the ending really devalued the meaning of death in that show. Like we're bringing back all those characters. Yeah, it's just like it was just like why like they were dead. Like I mean, it was cool. To, like I'm not talking about with like the Hokages, just with like Asuma Sensei. Like I was just like he was gone. So like why are we having like? I just feel like the war arc was just too. It was too much going on, all the same. Like you can follow. It was enough to follow, but it was just too much crazy shit happening that really didn't even matter when it came down to the grand scheme. It was Naruto. It was Team 7 versus everybody at the end of the day. So I
think the reason why Pain brought them back at the end was so that narratively he could be seen as a good guy.
No. I'm talking about the war. I wasn't talking about Pain. My bad.
Okay. I thought.
No, the Pain arc was great. It was great. You saw Naruto pull up with a great intro.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like the part when they all came back.
No. I'm talking about the war arc when everybody came back and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I honestly think they should have ended Naruto after Pain arc. To be honest,
me too.
I
also think that it had somewhere to go, but like the way they went about it was rough. But whatever.
Yeah, I'll say A. What about you, Rashid?
I say A as well. I mean, honestly, which is weird. I never really watched, like, I say personally, I did not watch everything, especially filler.
Mm-hmm.
So I do remember most things, but I know I did skip through a little bit.
Right.
I think I haven't even watched all the filler, and I've seen it like 10 times.
All right. So we got 2 more. Then I'm gonna try to get a good outro in. Black Clover. I'm gonna say
that's ass.
I'm gonna say I've only seen the anime. I'm not caught up with the manga. I'm gonna say A. What about you, Sheed? The start was really bad, bro. The start of the anime was really bad.
To me,
the
start was but at the same time, where's that now? And
yeah, it's picking up. Yeah.
It's amazing. So I personally I say S.
Jake, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it all.
Okay.
When I first started it, I thought it was rough too, because I thought, is this just like Naruto but for wizards when I started? But I'll go it looks dope, honestly. Some of the new stuff.
Dope. Yeah, you know it's my favorite character, so
I will say A, but I don't know as much as you guys about it.
All right.
You know Asta's annoying, so
what? Asta is
the beginning of Asta's annoying. The beginning of Asta.
Oh yes, I'll give you that.
The beginning
Asta they had to change. They literally changed his character.
Yeah. Hajime no Ippo. Great boxing anime. I saw this was one of my first.
SS.
Yeah. I'm gonna go S. No. I'm gonna go S. I'm gonna go just regular S for me.
That deserved to be SS. That's a really good, and that was more like a humanized. Like, I mean, real world people could do some of the shit that's in there. I'm not gonna say all of it, but some of the shit in there versus a lot of the other animes. And for it to still be entertaining, like to the point to where you're like, oh shit, who's about to get knocked out? This dude is like, oh, he's like, I don't know. I think Hajime Ippo, for the category and class that it in, should automatically go to SS.
She, what about you? Have you seen it?
No. I literally know nothing about it besides it's a boxing anime, and then there's one clip where this guy was about to lose, and
I don't know.
That's literally all I know.
We can put it at the top of S, bro, because I don't know. That's just, we don't have enough time to discuss. So, we have 2 minutes left, so we can get a good outro out before we, get out of here. Okay.
So we're not going to.
We can.
No SS.
I put in SS. I put it at the top of S. I mean, we didn't have enough time to discuss it, so that's why I was just like, let's just. I get it out.
No, I'm just saying for like all our anime, we did do 1 SS. I guess that's because we all opinionated.
Yeah, all different opinions. That's fine. So, guys, thank you for working with me through all these Zoom technical difficulties. Everybody, plug your stuff. Jake, you can go first.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. This was super fun. I'll try and get through this quick. One Piece podcast. That's the podcast I do. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at OnePodPodcast. That's how you spell it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Raysean, you can tell them where to find you at.
Yep, it's me, Raysean Gasson from the RGAP podcast. You can find me on Instagram at RGAP2. I have
you're glitching.
A new episode come out Sunday, so be prepared.
Okay, and you guys know where to follow Sheeta Isaac.lens and Dark King, or what is it, Dark King? Whatever you are on Instagram, your main. And that's his photography page, and you can DM him about any anime. You can find us on Anime Square Game Show on all podcasting platforms and TikTok, because on there. And I hope you guys enjoy this episode whenever it comes out. Give us your opinion on the ranking system. And I hope you guys enjoy. Stay safe. Peace.